So this wasn't how you started. That's what you're saying. You've
Well,
evolved.
I started. And it's good. And then I was able to eat, and that was also good. And now I'm not able to eat. That's bad because I would like to taste what that ice cream tastes like.
How are you able to switch on and off whether or not you can eat? I can eat. I'm
Well,
a ghost.
there is someone like your Cassie in my world that is super intelligent. I think they would like to meet each other, and he made a body for me.
He made a body?
Yeah.
Was it real?
Well, if real means that you can touch it, yeah.
And then he transfers you from Pokemon to body?
Well, I can enter things. And yeah, if it's electronic, I can get inside and control it. So it was like a robot body, and I got inside. You like to make a lot of questions. I like you.
Questions help define the path that you want to walk when you're searching for the truth.
Ooh. Maybe I could ask some questions to you and you could find your path.
I found my path.
Oh. That's great. I hope that someday I can find mine.
I think you will.
Yay!
Do you know, what does the sun mean to you, Gimmick?
Well, like, people used to think it was like a giant ball of fire that was pulled down by a guy on a cart or something like that. But, well, people see it now and just think that it's something that gives life and light to the world. And yeah.
Do you just think it's a ball of fire with practical functionality? Do you think it can mean more?
Do you know that answer? Are you asking to know what I think?
I think it's very difficult for people to know the answer.
Oh.
I think that's the path you need to discover. You ask a lot of questions, but sometimes you just have to believe. Do you know what it is to believe, Gimmick?
I know what the meaning of belief is, but you mean that I should just let things be as they are and accept them as they come to me?
I think you should keep asking your questions and learn what it means to have some faith.
Oh. Maybe you could teach me.
I can only show you how to get to the path. You're the one who has to fly to it.
That's fair.
Do you believe in symbolism, Gimmick? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I have a really big dictionary.
Do you think sometimes symbols are there because they're meant to guide you, move you along through life? Find your friend David.
Well, sometimes symbols are there for someone else to see, but yeah, maybe you can find meaning on symbols that are for someone else. It's complex.
That's belief, Gimmick.
Oh.
Gotta believe. The more you believe it, the more real these things become.
You think that if I try really hard, we could find David?
I do.
And Gimmick will start like trying to concentrate.
The ones and zeros flying out.
Yeah. And smoke will start to come up of his head, and yeah, it will seem like as if it was heating up. And yeah, it will start saying warning, warning, it's about. Yeah, if no one stops him, it may explode.
Gimmick.
Oh.
Reset.
Okay. Whew. That
you
was
Do
intense.
you seem to heat up quite a bit there. You might be on the path.
Really?
Yes. Fire.
Woo!
It's the firebird. It's out there.
There is something else I have to do?
If you ever come across a firebird, I think that'll be the start of your path.
That's great. Wow. It's the first time that I learned so much answering questions.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Yay!
And he tosses a hoop.
We.
You will toss a hoop. So go ahead and roll me. Is there a dexterity in Pokemon?
Love how smoothly that went.
I am completely not ready to roll anything.
No,
Well,
okay.
all right. So the name of this game in big letters is Reaper Conflict, and they give you these different colored rings. There's a red, a green, and blue rings, and you're trying to throw them into the center so that they fit inside these crucible-looking things, like to hook them onto these crucible-looking things. So you'll toss one, and which ring? Just out of curiosity, which ring?
Red.
Would you? Red. All right, you throw out the red one.
Symbols exist nowhere.
With a
My
12,
brain.
it's going to just barely make it into one of the crucible-looking things. Now you've got the blue and the green left. So if you want to roll another roll to see if you can
Wait,
get
wait.
it in.
There, if we follow the symbols, maybe this has something to do with our current situation. Maybe the red and the green are for other people.
You're onto something here, Gimmick.
Now we have
Which
to
one am I
think-
throwing? Which one means something to you? Green
Yeah,
or
let's see.
blue?
Green or blue is left.
Maybe.
I'm not familiar with green. We didn't have that door. We just had a red and a blue one.
Well, we actually saw green people. They made my body. Maybe
are the-
you should throw that one.
What was the green people?
Well, the green people, the ones that I told you that made my body, they came from a universe where people. Oh wait, they came from that universe,
universe?
or the green universe?
I think Salo and Nilu came from purple.
Purple, yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think we've met anyone who was actually originally
Okay,
from green.
so-
So I think everyone we met was from purple. I
You
think.
familiar with green?
No, sorry. Akara was originally from red. I think.
oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh well, the green means the
Synthetic.
six. When you roll a 6 in the 20, you get
Yeah.
a green 6.
Yeah, so with that ridiculously good roll, I'm going to assume that you will easily be able to hook onto the green and both the green and the blue. And there will be a big fanfare amongst the game thing, and the person who's running this game is a Flaffy, and you can see on the name tag of the Flaffy is Coyote is the name of the Flaffy, and he will say, "We have a winner." And what does it say?
I don't know if you're messing with me anymore, or if I'm just going crazy with Chase right now.
I mean, both.
What was your shepherd's name?
That was Coyote.
Was it shepherd? Yeah.
Coyote
Shepherd is normally associated with sheep, right? So yes, it's a Flaffy named Coyote. And
Imp starts saying, "Coyote sheep herd? Coyote sheep herd?"
and he will congratulate you by taking one of the Reaper cloths and will hand it over to you, Imp.
Oh my god, is that dangerous? Actually, I don't even know, but I know that that's well. So he looks at it, and I'm gonna say he hears it's not even hearing, but he senses things about it as soon as he looks at the cloth, and he starts having these flashes that are coming from somewhere, and he starts to see a spectrum of like flashes happening, and it's going through different colored universes. So red, and then it goes to orange, and it goes to yellow, and it goes to green, blue. So he doesn't look up for a while. He just starts saying all colors equal white, all colors equal white, and then he snaps out of it, and he hands you the Reaper cloth. So get that away from me. I don't belong there.
What happened? You seem like submerged in some thing.
I spent some time. Amongst many books, many pages and paragraphs and words and letters, and all whispering and singing, and I lost track of time. I don't know how long I've been gone. I don't know if I've been asleep the whole time, if I was in a different machine, or if the gods just called me back. I don't even know what I am. I'm still trying to find out where I came from. That's my path. But right now, I just want to get through this.
You mentioned that you read a lot of books, right?
Looking through them, I didn't have time to read. I don't remember reading. I remember looking at a lot.
Well, was there any book that caught your eye?
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe you should go back sometime when you have time and read it.
I don't think I can go back there anytime soon. He holds the amulet that's around his neck. It was the amulet with the sun on it.
Oh.
It says, the book cover had a firebird on it. Maybe a dragon. I couldn't really tell. It was blurry.
My question is, does Gimmick accept the Reaper cloth or not?
Can I have it?
Oh yeah, no, he gave it to you. Yeah, he wants that.
Yeah.
When you take the Reaper cloth, Gimmick, you feel a little bit of a tingle from it.
Yay.
And you, again, based on your research, you believe that this is a item that allows Pokemon to evolve, and you think you have a weird sensation that for science you may attempt to use it to evolve, but the choice is yours. And if you don't want to, just hit B. Hit B to cancel.
God damn it, Herc.
Remember, Gimmick, not making a choice is a choice.
Bum 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 bum.
The bar starts decreasing.
Well, I was like this ever since I came to be, but maybe maybe I don't know, this could help me find myself.
This might be your sign, yes.
Did you?
You can define yourself with this.
How?
Evolve into your own person. Let go of the ghosts from the past. They belong there. Aim towards the dreams of the future. Die and be reborn. That's what you have in your hands. It's a Reaper Claw.
I think that maybe I should taste one of those ice cream first, in case I can't do it later. But yeah, I will try this out.
Okay. So Gimmick is going to attempt to evolve using this Reaper cloth, and I will give Astra time to decide what that's gonna look like.
Ooh.
Describe what he will look like in an evolved form of gimmick. Meanwhile, Cassie and Nathan, you guys, I'm assuming, are have gotten food while these two are playing games, and Nevi has also gotten herself a veggie burger of sorts with some sweet potato fries, in like some sort of spooky themed sauce. And what are you guys doing or saying?
I imagine the spooky theme sauce looks like blood or ooze or
It might be like green,
plasma.
almost, yeah, like Slimer green.
Yeah,
Like a Slimer green ooze, like ecto sauce of some sort, and it's supposed to be, I don't know, like jalapeno or something along those lines, is my guess. Do you want to try the ecto sauce?
Sure, and he will pick up one of the sweet potatoes and dip it into it and try it.
Yeah, so it's an interesting mix of sweet, savory, and spicy. It's actually not bad for, theme park food. It's not bad for theme park food.
That's not the worst theme park food I've ever had.
So Nathan, you should tell us a little bit more about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Oh, well, what
Do
don't I?
you always flirt with everyone with two legs?
Wait, is that to me or to him?
That's to him.
Right, of course. She'll look back at Nathan.
What?
You heard the woman. Answer her question.
Do I always flirt with anything with two legs?
Yes.
So to give you an answer, no. Not everything. Or everyone, I should say.
Do a lot of aliens not have only two legs where you're from?
That's a good question.
There is a race of sentient jellyfish, if you guys have jellyfish.
We do.
And there is a race of quadruped elephants sort of style things. And those are the only ones that don't really have two legs. Most of the races have two legs.
Elephant?
Yeah, like... like a... Hang on, and he'll pull up a picture of an Elcor.
Oh. That looks like a ginormous Dawn fan.
So is that more your thing?
No. No. Not at all.
So, this David person, who exactly is he to you?
He is a very close friend who was once a partner of mine. A
Oh.
romantic partner. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Well. And somehow he got stuck in a computer and now is stuck here.
It's a very long, very complicated, very awkward story.
Oh, well, we know all about long and complicated and awkward stories.
Oh, yes,
Why
we do.
why am I not surprised to hear that, to be quite honest? Like, I'm not surprised. We needed to boost the signal, and David's very technologically, mathematically gifted. Those, you heard or saw the mathematics he's doing, he does all that in his head. You could ask him for a square root of any number in existence and he can figure it out like that. So, he's very gifted. And we had him help us out, and he ended up stuck in the Matrix, but you guys won't get that reference. He's sort of stuck in the system, and we recently found the signal, and here we are.
So if you're trying to find a signal off of your smartphone-y device thing, is there any way we could possibly boost it to try to see if we could find some direction to go to instead of just, wandering around aimlessly?
Well, that would be, yet again, more of someone who's more technically knowledgeable and gifted than me. So,
Oh,
yet again,
technically knowledgeable and gifted, she says as she takes another French fry and she looks towards Cassie's direction.
Well, see, I was made to understand that device simply wouldn't work in our plane of existence, so forgive me.
Well, I think it functions. I just can't call him, if you know what I mean. Like it doesn't work because we don't have
Well,
coverage.
just
I guess.
because it doesn't work when you fiddle with it doesn't mean it won't work if she fiddles with it.
He was just very awkward with you being so nearby.
I think it's because I'm around Chase again.
Oh, that would do it.
You know
I
what?
remember it quite well.
You know what? You know what? I think here, and he will unclasp the wrist device that holds the Omni tool and just slide it at Cassie. I want it back.
I know you do. And so she'll start fiddling with it first, just kind of to learn a little bit more about it, and then she could see if she could actually find any sort of connection.
Roll for technology.
Like Nathan will be like, "Here's how you open it and do all that kind of thing, the basics."
Okay.
Let's stop. We're using the word fiddle.
Okay. Yeah. So after you're being told the basics, Cassie, with that high of a technology roll, you'll be able to navigate your way around this device. It is clearly very advanced tech. I think you'll be able to make sense of a lot of it, and you believe you might be able to, with time, figure the rest of it out. But you have a lot of respect for whoever invented this thing, and it's pretty much, like they said, a personal like smartphone device that is attaches to your arm. And in addition to having some sort of display that's very like Minority Report like, because it pops up with a screen and you can type things directly onto it. And also you also recognize the apparatus that has Omnigel that lets it transform into different blades or hammers or some like solid non-complicated tool, which you believe would be super useful and something that I think is more of a scientist's dream to own one of these babies. You also realize that it is something that can be connected to some sort of network like the internet, but you might be able to get it to work with the internet within your universe with a little bit of hacking. But
into the device or the network?
Into the, I guess, either,
Okay.
really. And eventually you will determine the program that Nathan was using to try to track down the signal giving off by his friend David. You believe you can boost it to try to give you some sense of direction as where to go towards, at least.
Okay. So as she's fiddling with stuff and looking around, fiddling, sorry. She'll say, "Hey, this malleable substance, what exactly is it?"
Like I'm not sure. It's this people used. I remember back when I was young, you used to just slap it on all these like electronic locks, and it would just break them. They fixed that like a few years afterwards, so it kind of made stealing things more difficult. But
Not
yeah,
that you would know, of course.
Oh, I would know. I was a street urchin for 12, 13 years. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure exactly what it is. I just know that it functions.
Is it common?
Very. You can buy cases of the stuff.
Oh, so you have like a lot of it then.
Well, I have what's in the Omni tool. I don't have any more of it. Not on me.
With further investigation, Cassie, upon listening to what Nathan was saying, you realize that this gel or Omnigel is composed of common reusable industrial plastic, ceramics, and light alloys that are kept in a semi-molten state. That's what the compound is a combination of those things.
So are you saying that in theory, Cassie would believe that she would have the knowledge and capability of creating it?
Given time, I think you might be able to reproduce it, given time.
No more questions need be asked then. At least on that topic. She'll nod along. work with the device a little bit longer, and then ask, "So, your friend, you think you might have schematics of this thing?"
You're really working hard to get this thing, aren't you? You know what? I appreciate the effort, and I appreciate the whole, go get 'em attitude. But the whole reason why I'm in this situation right now is because somebody brought stuff back from a dimension they shouldn't have, and it caused a lot more trouble than it needed to. So, giving you a sample of my blood is about as far as I'm willing to go here.
Oh, can't blame a girl for trying.
No, I can't.
So, what kind of trouble exactly are you guys in?
Not world ending, universe, multi-dimensional ending, end of all things style thing.
Wow, sounds pretty rough.
Yeah, it sucks.
You don't have some god of the underworld chasing you or anything, do you?
No, I have a biotic god chasing me.
A biotic god chasing you.
Yeah.
Well, some things never change.
Yep. People wonder why nothing surprises me anymore.
This
Oh.
biotic god isn't going to be able to follow you in here, is it?
He shrugs. I don't know.
Well, Giratina wasn't able to follow us, so hopefully not.
What do you think, Cassie? Do you think you'll be able to boost the device to get the signal or traces of the signal?
Sure, yeah.
There you go.
Excellent. May I have my Omni tool back, please?
I'm not finished just yet.
Okay. Goddamn.
Just needed a woman's touch.
Yeah, you get those every now and again. You
So,
guys have
do-
cookies? I'm craving cookies right now.
We do have cookies. Rather large one over there, I think, in that shop over there.
Imp floats by, cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. And then he keeps wandering by with a gimmick. For another game.
No, never mind. Mom used to make cookies, and every time people mention womanly touch, I think cookies.
Ooh, that's got to be awkward.
Well, you're in luck. The vendor of that cookie place is standing on 2 legs.
I don't know what that means.
It means, why don't you go flirt with them for a minute and get back to us, and hopefully you'll have your tool checked out.
Are they human? Like Nathan looks, is this a human standing there, or is it a Pokemon?
It looks human-ish. It is a Jinx, actually.
Oh, it's
If you know what a Jinx look like.
Yeah. It's the one that people are like, oh yeah, that's incredibly racist.
Well,
It's purple now, it's fine.
that was in the history. That's all in the past.
Yeah,
We're
that's
beyond,
what I remember
we're
Jinx
beyond that
as,
now.
because people went crazy over it. He's just kind of going to look at it and go, you know what? No, thanks. I'm good. I think I'll just sit here for a bit.
All right. Meanwhile, Gimmick is evolving. Bright light shines over his entire body, and it feels like you're maturing, Gimmick. It feels like you are entering into a new form of existence. Can you describe for us what we see as you evolve into something?
Gimmick would like start to glow and to something like it happened before when Gimmick was getting on fire, but this time it's like Gimmick starts to rise and glow brighter and brighter, and at some point the color of that light would change from orange to blue, and then it starts to float down again to the level of Imp, and with the explosion of light, then this figure would appear.
So it's a humanoid looking.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it used to be like a ghost shape, and now like something like Gimmick used to be tied down to its past, and now it transcended and changed it to the shape of a human, like humanoid. It doesn't actually have features or nothing like that.
Cool. And so this happens in the middle of the of the court, and there are several people witness this, and they start to ooh and ah, and all of the citizens around you, both Pokemon and humans alike, stand agape at this vision of a creature that none of them have ever seen before. And of course, everyone's taking out their Pokedexes, trying to like determine what you are. And when they realize, one of them says, "It's a Pokemon I've never seen before. It's an undiscovered Pokemon.
Oh no!
Maybe it's a new legendary." And as soon as somebody said a new legendary, you start seeing a whole bunch of humans and Pokemon get down on their knees, and there's gonna start like bowing before you.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting people to start throwing Pokeballs at me.
No, they don't do that now
Oh.
anymore.
Maybe
Is
like
that-
20 years ago they might have, but not anymore.
Oh, well, I thought of two things out of character. Would Gimmick change its voice or?
It can.
Hmm.
Gimmick can change his voice if you'd like, and I'd like to think that Gimmick has reached a new level of maturity. So I'm thinking this is maybe like, instead of being childlike, might be more teenage-like.
Oh, okay.
So if you want, and I'll let you interpret whether you're an angsty teen or if you're a rebellious teen,
Well,
because
we
Gimmick
have
hasn't
a
been rebellious up to this point at all.
We have a rebellious team in our group. Like Stan is kind of rebellious.
That is true.
Yeah, so yeah, I will think about it. Also, oh yeah, well, we could touch this on character later. So Gimmick
Yes.
could see this and be like, is this normal? Looking at Imp, this happens often. People are kind of acting weird.
Well, you're something new.
Where?
They don't know what you are.
Me?
Do you know what you are now?
Well, and Gimmick would look down and see that it has hands now and it looks different. Oh, well, it doesn't feel different. I am still me, but I look different.
Imp will hold his amulet again. Well, yeah, he doesn't talk about it.
Thank you.
Several of the citizens are already also pulling out their smartphones and snapping photos of you, sending things on social media. I think that if Cassie is paying attention, she knows this is gonna blow up and is probably gonna be all over the news very quickly.
It's happening close enough where they would be able, like, what they'd notice.
I'll say that you'll eventually notice when there's hordes of people bowing before this new creature. and
False idol in their world.
Yes.
Okay.
People are already talking about erecting a new temple right here in Spectreville and trying to figure out what to name this thing.
She'd look back,
What?
crane her neck a little bit to see, and then just, oh god, what is it doing?
What in the hell is going on there?
That's not normal?
This is your place of existence. I don't fucking know. Nothing's normal here.
Right, and she pushes herself up and starts to get out of the sea and like, let's go clean up.
Sounds like a usual day.
Imp will approach Cassie as she's approaching. Cassie.
What did you do, Chase?
It evolved. I always knew things could evolve. We're not limited. You're not limited either, Cassie.
In the way that you're thinking, I'm not sure that's entirely accurate, but we really gotta not do this here right now.
This is the best place to do it. This is where everyone can learn that it's possible.
No, that's the problem, that everyone's here. You know, they don't have to work through after
Imagine
this.
how famous this Pokemon will be. It'll change the world.
This is not a Pokemon. They're not even gonna be here after today if everything goes right.
That makes it even more
Hopefully.
magical.
It does make it a lot very elusive. A Pokemon that only appears once in millennia.
Once every 50,000 years, Cassie. Once every 50,000 years. What are the odds?
We could cash in on this, you know. We could make.
I think you're all crazy. That's just my opinion, to be fair.
I don't get to say on this.
Well, what would you like to say?
Well, what's a legendary Pokemon?
You're a god.
He's- Oh,
Yeah, we kind of see him as gods. Those of us who are religious, at least, do.
Okay.
you think I'm a god?
Some of them
They do.
certainly do.
Okay. And there is anything I could do as a god? Like anything?
So, out of character, from a game mechanics point of view, now that Gimmick has evolved, you are homebrewed a homebrewed Sentinel, and by homebrewed I mean as you level, you're still gonna level as if you were a you're gonna still level as if you were a engineer. But in addition to that, starting on the current level that you have right now, what is your current level?
We should all be
Yeah.
level 9.
Let's say 8.
Starting at your current level 8, if you go to the Sentinel progression table on the Mass Effect 5e website, if you go to the Sentinel progression table, it'll show you how many spell slots, biotic spell slots, only biotic,
Ooh.
on level 1. So at engineering level 8, you will given the Sentinel level 1 number of biotic spells. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
So when you're level 9, you will get the level 2 Sentinel biotic spells. Does that make sense?
Yay.
So you will now. So effectively, these biotic spells are not. The thing is, this is not biotic in source. They are ghost type. So when you return back to Mass Effect World, you're not a biotic character. You are a ghost type character.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. If that makes
It's
sense.
got real weird real quick.
Really, really weird. You are now a magical being, if magic could exist in Mass Effect, because you've evolved. That's what's happened to you now.
I half expected you to say you're now a magical girl. Congratulations, you have a transformation thing and all.
Nathan,
Animu.
maybe you
Wow.
could talk with Imp. He is really good at giving advice.
He tips his mask to you.
Who was Gimmick
Back
talking
this.
to right there?
To Nathan.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Sounds like a good idea, right? Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Well,
If you want to start following that signal, I'll just take care of these people really quickly. I'll catch up.
Oh,
Thank
Signal?
you.
What's
find
signal?
the signal.
Did you guys find a signal? What's the symbol? Signal.
I'm not sure if that was a slip or not, to be honest.
I know, right?
Things are rarely not slips, but that's
She'll just gesture towards Nathan and say, "It should be working now."
what are they
Take a
measuring
shot.
exactly? So Imp will get closer. He'll start looking at the device and start tapping on it and trying to see something.
You're
Oh, you
gonna
can
tap
see-
on. You're gonna tap on the device, and you can see that the because it's been boosted, the signal does seem to be coming towards the southeastern area from where you are.
There's like
And
a
if you
radio thing. Is it like a radius thing? Is it a ping?
Yeah, it's like a radius thing. Yeah. And if you try to overlay that with a map of the digital world, it looks like the signal is coming from Dracoden, which, if you look at the map, it's the insignia of Dracoden is 2Ds. Dracoden, which is the city of dragons.
Which I almost picked before Ghost.
Oh, interesting. Well,
Yeah.
good. We're on the same wavelength.
All right. I'm guessing I'm just gonna take Gimmick and Chase, Imp, whatever you prefer. I call you. He says at the floating thing with the mask.
My name is Imp.
And I'm Imp. Okay. I'm gonna take Imp and Gimmick and I guess go to this place and I'll meet you there.
Yeah, it'll just be a minute.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, well, before Gimmick goes, Gimmick turns around and raises his hands and looks at the crowd, and it's like,
Speak,
you.
speak, oh great God! What message do you bring to us? And so half of the people are like, waiting to hear from you, and then there's like this other really loud, opinionated man who's saying, "Repent, repent, for the day is nigh. The new God is shown to punish us all. Repent!
oh no. How
We
does
will
people-
be smitten.
Well-
It is the end of days."
Gimmick seeing this happen would slowly approach this man and try to look at him face to face and
Forgive
slowly
me.
approach and
Forgive me.
stay a moment there looking at him, like reading why this is happening, and just go for a hug.
Oh, I'm
Really?
being smitten. He's going to squeeze the life out of me. Oh, tell my wife I said I love her.
Relax. This is just something good. I hope that you live a good life and that you help others. Okay. Bye.
He looks very shocked. Like he doesn't know what to think of this. And he's still in a daze when you leave him. But then there's still a massive crowds who is waiting to hear whatever it is you have to say to them. What is your message?
Well, Gimmick learned something valuable today. So it would try to preach about it. Gimmick would be like, people, what does the sun mean to all of you? I want you to think about it and try to think that sometimes maybe you don't have to look for an answer. You have to not taking action is the best. How did the imp say it? Like,
Sometimes it's what Hark says. Sometimes not making a choice is a choice.
yeah. Well, sometimes not making a choice is a choice.
Oh, that is profound. Yes. The group looks enlightened by you. And there's, I guess 20% of the crowd is not buying it. They're like, I don't know if I'm really buying into this whole thing. But a good number of them are eating it up.
This is
Anything
very
else I would
strange.
say?
This is very.
Also,
I don't like it at all.
be good with the Elite Four because they are good people and help them do their job.
Yes, there's a big applaud. Hooray for Cassie Pine! Oh yes, Cassie's my favorite. You're just saying that because she's here. She's still my favorite. I like her style.
Well, yeah, at that point, Cassie's gonna step forward, just kind of politely scoot herself in front of Gimmick and say, "Ladies and gentlemen, and all those without and within, thank you so much. We hope that you enjoyed this spectacle. Please do continue to check out this attraction, as we hope to only make it bigger and better, and send Nosferatu your opinions. It is very valuable we get your feedback. Thank you, and have a good rest of the day."
Yes. Nosferatu, who has caught wind of this thing happening in the city, and he says, Yes, make sure you go to our website, like and describe, hit the bell, and all that jazz.
Can I see
was-
YouTube?
YouTube
You-
in Pokemon. How was it called?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember the name. Yeah.
Mewtwo.
I like
It's called
Turtle.
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
It's
like-
Mewtwo.
You
Oh,
have a
yeah,
YouTube? What?
I think like Reese was one of the YouTubers in that world, and they
Yes.
watched your
Oh
gameplay.
yeah.
Gris Restar. Mm-hmm.
Grizz
Yeah.
Restar. Yes. Very popular
Good
Mewtuber.
What a sellout.
Yes.
All right, so
Loud.
she'll give a little bow and then kind of wrap an arm around Gimmick if that's possible, and
Yeah.
like start to usher it
Wait,
away.
I want to do magic tricks, and we'll stay.
No, that's okay. We're short on time, remember?
no,
Yeah,
no.
Gimmick, we gotta go. We gotta go. Come on, let's go.
And they will drag the gimmick away.
So how are you traveling there? On foot?
That was my expectation.
Okay.
Oh, is there other modes of transportation in Digiworld? There probably would be some sort of tram or something, some train system or
I would assume there could be a train
Okay.
system or tram system.
flyers.
Like
Yeah,
San
inside the
Fran.
cable.
Or fly by Pokemon.
Mhm.
Oh,
Would Cassie have a flying Pokemon that would take her from place to place? I'm just curious.
No, I don't think she does.
All right. So,
And in order to minimize characters, I left all of them at the Indigo Plateau anyway.
okay.
well, and does she have any flying invention?
She has ways of getting around, but they're single person.
Yeah.
I mean, Nathan can fly. Thank you, Biotics, but he won't do it.
Not for that long of a time.
Well, Gimmick can fly too, but
True.
Well, I'll say that Dracoden isn't super far away, so you could go on foot for reasonable. So just
Yeah, I mean,
just-
she kind of also doesn't want to have to bring Gimmick in particular on board, like public transportation
That's
and that
true.
kind of thing. Just avoiding public avenues if possible.
why aren't we taking the subway over there?
Well, because clearly your friend here could use some exercise.
Oh, but he eats healthy and does a lot of exercise every day.
Yes, but I don't hear him objecting to any more. She looks at Nathan. Isn't that right?
That's right. Totally.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
Okay.
just go. Come on.
Yalf. Yalf, that's right. Okay. You guys are making your way through the outskirts and roll a perception roll, please.
everyone.
Everybody?
What constitutes as a perception roll for your system?
28.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
14. Love.
where is my?
So there is a canyon for Cassie and I guess just Cassie. There's a canyon that you are making your way through because there's like a path that you're cutting through, and as you're going through this canyon, Cassie will notice that there are some figures that are hidden on either side of this canyon. Now, you know that there have been reports of bandits / thieves in the outskirts of the city. And I will say that with a 28, you can very clearly see a tail sticking out, which you will immediately recognize as a crocodile tail. Crocodiles.
Ooh.
Aw. Crocodile. Actually, really, like, that's one of the starters I remember because that was one of the only seasons of Pokemon I watched.
I think it's fair to say that Cassie would kind of shoulder her way a bit to the front of the group, her eyes on that crocodile in particular. And then call out, "You there! What are your intentions on this fine day?"
The crocodile will emerge along with another crocodile, along with three others.
Oh boy.
They'll be fine.
They are the whatever the devolved version of a crocodile is, which is a
Crocodile, I believe.
croc.
No, it's Totodile, Croconaw for alligator. Crocodile is from Gen 6, I believe.
Yeah,
They come from
Crocorox.
Sandile.
Sandile is the lowest.
Well,
their
the lowest. Are you
form.
talking about the mid form?
Right, so that's Krokorok.
Yeah.
So the green ones are the smaller green ones are Krokoroks. So there's 3 of them, and the larger 2 are crocodiles. And the one that speaks out to you and says, "You want to pass through this path? You got to pay the toll."
Why is he Australian?
So Cassie will just, kind of nod a bit and say, "And what would this toll happen to be?"
He'll say, 5,000 pokebucks from each of ya. Which is a lot.
That's
All
just,
right.
that
That's-
sounds pretty steep.
That's a lot.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. That's weird. I don't recall there being a toll here the last time I passed through.
They said, we're using it for maintenance purposes. Yeah, we're making a road, paving the road. Yeah, maintenance, like. So
Well,
many
who
people
am I
run into accidents here on their way back and forth, so we're trying to prevent that from happening,
Of course. And who am I to frown upon infrastructure, right? All right, well, sorry, I'm rude. I don't suppose you know who I am.
They look at each other and they're like, someone who is a firm advocate for civil services. Yeah, they clearly don't know who you are.
She'll grin a bit, chuckle a little, step forward closer to the crocodile and extend her hand. That, among other things. Cassandra Pine, Elite Four. And with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You're Elite Four. Oh, there's a sudden twinge of fear, but the crocodile tries to regain its composure, and he says, "Duke's the name. Duke is his name."
All right, well, nice to meet you, Duke. I'd be happy to help you out if you have the right forms.
He says, they're in electronic form, and my device, it ain't working right now, so I'm afraid we can't show you the forms, but...
Right. Well, you know what? Just this once, I'm going to ask that you let me and my associates pass, and I'll be sure to get in touch with you later on to make sure that all the forms are in order, and then we can get this road built. How about that?
The one behind him says, it's not gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We don't care if you're Elite Four, you gotta pay like everybody else.
You're already making people pay?
Well, yes. But as you can imagine, these roads aren't really traveled as often, so we still need a lot more money.
Well, really, I don't think you're going through the proper channels for this sort of thing. I think I might have to look a little bit more into this and just make sure that everything is, on the up and up. We wouldn't want any misunderstandings or anything.
He rubs his shoulder a little bit, and the other Pokemon say, "Now?" And before the one in front is able to say anything, the one behind him says, "No, Jack!" Everyone roll initiative.
Oh no! Oh boy! So just to put it out there, Hark, I have alert. I can be off guard, so if any of these guys I can't be caught off guard or susceptible to sneak attacks.
Perfect.
So if somebody does manage to do that, they just don't function.
Perfect. All right. Okay, so this Pokemon is going to move up and do a Mud Slap, because he's right near the water. A Mud Slap on Gimmick.
Oh,
What is your AC, Gimmick?
my AC is 16.
Oh, he misses the Mud Slap.
Oh, yay!
That could have hurt.
Yeah. The other one will attempt to do a sand tomb on Nathan,
Ooh. Okay.
as well as on Cassie. The second one will try to do a sand trap on Cassie.
It's a AC of 4. It's a scene times 2. It's damage base 4. So 1d8 plus 6 or 11. It's physical, range 5. So it's 5. What we're doing 3 feet per or something like that.
Yeah.
One target. The target is put in a vortex. We have to look up vortex if you nail it. So if you hit the AC, then we look up vortex. Well, it takes the damage, and then we look up vortex.
They'll both hit. So 1d8 plus 4, you said?
1d8 plus 6.
As the base. Plus, obviously.
Damage base 4, yeah.
Right, plus
And
their
then-
attack amount. So. Ooh, okay. So for Nathan, he gets 20 damage.
Okay, so
from
question.
Mhm.
Does my shield affect this?
Your shield can your shield can deflect or absorb whatever it is.
Alright, then I take 0 damage.
You take 0 damage.
I no longer have any shield.
But you no longer have a shield. And for Cassie, the damage it dealt to you is 21.
Okay.
Earth type damage, and then you guys, it's if it as long as it hits, then they're in a vortex, correct?
That's right. Yeah, so the target is slowed, trapped, and loses a tick of hit points at the beginning of each turn.
Okay.
So at the end of each turn, the user may roll a 1d20 to end all of these effects. During the first turn, they must roll a 20 or higher to dispel the vortex. The DC is lowered by 6 each following turn, automatically wearing off.
Got it.
On the 5th turn.
So a tick of hit points, I think, is a 10th of your hit points.
Yeah.
Whatever your full,
Shit.
whatever your full max HP is.
That's a lot of hit points for me.
Yeah,
Yes.
a 10th of your hit. Yeah. Welcome to the Pokemon world.
Yes.
I have over 100 hit points. That's 10. That's 11 hit points per tick.
Yeah.
Wait.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So at the end of the round, you can snap out of it.
Right.
I'll keep
It's
this
like
up.
a save.
So
Okay.
So they take the damage at the beginning or end of their turn?
They take it at the beginning of each turn. So I would
Okay.
say not right now, at the beginning of next turn.
Right. So it's
Alright.
now Nathan's turn. So he will now take a tick of damage. So whatever your health is, a 10th of your health.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to charge him, which gives him. Let me roll the charge attack. Where is it? There it is. Charge. So that does 10 force damage. It needs a DC 17 saving throw to take half damage and not be knocked prone. It's also stunning, so I spend 1 barrier tick. Oh no!
So
never
it's
mind. I
a
don't- I don't-
reflex
I
save?
don't have- Yeah, it's a reflex save. I also, well, yeah, I don't have my barrier up, so I can't use the stunning strike. So never mind.
Okay. I'm just gonna do 17. Let's see how I roll.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't roll high at all. So it does how much
So
damage?
It does 10 damage, and he's knocked prone.
10 damage, and he's knocked prone. Okay.
You guys also, the two of you who don't know what this looks like, because I really like describing how Biotics looks, because it's quite badass, in fact. You see Nathan's whole body glow this vibrant purple, and all of a sudden he's not next to Cassie anymore. He's all of a sudden next to that crocodile, and he just put his shoulder in his jaw and it hit the floor, basically. And you see, like, in a blink of an eye, he went from being next to you, Cassie, to being over there. He's still glowing purple. That's still a thing. And now for my attacks. So this is going to hurt, just to let you know. Good thing I don't have my shotgun on me. Oh, you guys are so lucky. So I'm making 3 attacks. One is my first attack, one is my second attack, and then one is my free action for being melee specialist. So 1, 2, 3. That is 14, 11, 15, 25, 38 damage.
Wow. 38 damage. Okay. This guy looks very, very roughed up.
Yeah, Nathan is just spinning and not like he's hitting him in the head and then spinning around and hitting him across the shoulder, and then the last one comes around and he hits like him across directly in the sternum with the flat of the hammer, and it looks like it hurts.